Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's bird video. Looking at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's bird video. Day 10 will take us to the 12th of October, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with GFS and NHC Ensembles later on throughout a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS B2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, and that gets us more or less to the end of October. I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say about the first video release today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've also released Terry Sky's October forecast, delayed from yesterday. So check out Terry's forecast for October 2023 and also 6 AM forecast if you'd like to do that. Please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much everybody for doing that. By way of the wrist and the hand, it's been a little bit better today. So I had a fall yesterday as I explained in my live stream, and had quite a sore wrist and arm on that stream. It is still quite sore, but it's a little bit better today. So thank you for all your lovely messages of concern. As always, thanks so much, everyone. Okay, we're going to start here with Tropical Atlantic then. So we've got Tropical Storm Philip just here, giving maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour with a minimum set pressure of 998 millibars, moving west-northwestwards at 7 miles per hour. Clicking on Philip and going here, we can see this is forecast to become a hurricane by the end of week. Current position of Tropical Storm Philip just there, going to move generally northwards and eventually will be to the east of Bermuda by the end of the week and into the weekend as a hurricane. Let's see how strong this is forecast to get by going to discussion. And so this is going to be a Category 1 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 120 hours, should say, of 85 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds of 85 miles per hour at 120 hours, which gets us to the weekend. No sign of any other developments in the tropical Atlantic up to that point, so we should wait and see if there's any more disturbance areas that follows Philip. Right, central temperature is in, and it's confirmed to be 17 degrees. Look at this, 17.0, 3.4 degrees above the 61 to 1990 average, and so therefore is the hottest September on CT record. Absolutely unbelievable. It pips 2006, which was the previous hottest September on CT record, by 0.1 of a degree, because that one came out at 16.9. So we have just picked 2006 by 0.1 of a degree. First time September's ever been in the 17s, by the way. And that equals June as well. So June 2023 also comes out at 17.0, which is 2.9 degrees above average. The first time we had a June CT in the 17s since, I think it was 1976, right? And I think that's right. And the first time, well, actually got downgraded. It used to be 17.0 in 1976, because it got downgraded, didn't it, to 16.9. The first time, so it was actually the hottest June on record, certainly for the 20th century anyway. There were hotter Junes back in the 1800s and whatnot. Anyway, I want to open up that can of worms. I found myself in a lot of trouble over that. Such is the nature of these things. So also the first time June was the hottest of the 3 summer months since 1970. Now we've had the first September in the 17s on record. The hottest September since record began in 1659 in the entire CT record. And also, this is a little bit, so I was trying to shrine about this earlier, and it turns out that June's number was actually rounded up. So June's number, I think, was 16.95 or something, whereas September is bang on 17.0. So actually, if you drill down into the detail, September is a couple of tenths of a degree hotter than June, and is therefore actually the hottest year, or the hottest month of the year. And the first time September has been the warmest month of the year, I think, since 1890 as well. So all very historical, very remarkable. Of course, don't forget we have July and August, much closer to average, actually a little bit below compared to the 91 2020 average, 16.1 at 16.4. And check out October. For the first day, we're at 16.6, which is 6 degrees above average visual to the first. That will come down, of course, as the month progresses, but after one day, we are looking really, really warm there. So quite remarkable developments with the temperature at the moment. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for London. We're starting off above average, but we will see a little bit of cool down taking place through the middle part of this week, and then the upper air temperatures lift back up again, becoming very warm. You will say hot, really, for the time of year as we go into the end of the week and the weekend. Another cool down appears as we go through the second week of October up to the middle part of the month. You'll notice the GFS operation runs its big green line, but actually becomes quite cold very quickly after the heat. So next week we might be going from summer to winter. Or winter-like conditions, anyway. Got wet weather, precipitation, I've got wet weather to come through this afternoon. We're seeing it overnight. Then we're dry for the rest of the week in the southeast. There will be some rain at times further north and west. And then perhaps turning more unsettled as we move up towards the middle part of October. Temperature anomalies from the 2nd to the 10th of October coming out warmer than average, not just for the UK, but through most parts of Europe. Precipitation anomalies from the 2nd 10th of October. Most air dry over north, just a little bit wetter than average across western parts of Scotland. Latest Windflow Map from earthnullschool.net show we've got low pressure up towards Iceland, and we're bringing the wind from off the Atlantic in a southwesterly fashion. Right, let's start going through the chart data then. This is how the latest UK Met Euro run is looking for midnight on Thursday. Higher pressure beginning to ridge back up from the south as we go through the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. High pressure dominates over the continent, drawing up these very warm, hot southerly winds. There is weather fronts, though, that are stuck in the north and west. So this could be a very wet pattern for northern and western Scotland, possibly Northern Ireland as well. But for England and Wales, yes, we're drawing up that hot air, I say hot air for the time of year, from the south, probably getting the temperature into the mid-20s Celsius quite widely as we go into what could well be yet another barbecue weekend. Now, by the very end of the UK Met Euro run, which gets us to midnight next Monday, look, we have got signs of a change with a cold front through here. Behind that, much cooler air starting to try and dig in from the North Atlantic. The hot air is still there in the south, but for how much longer, we'll have to wait and see. Icon, again, drawing up that area of high pressure on Thursday, and then go through into Friday the weekend. High pressure sitting to our south and bring up the air from that very warm to hot southerly direction. Look at the upper air temperature, absolutely remarkable there. 38th of October, the plus 15 Celsius iceberg is into the north of Scotland. Unbelievable warmth, really, for October. And even up to the beginning of next week, actually, still looking very, very warm to quite hot. Those upper air temperatures begin to ease them down a little bit, but still a plus 15 Celsius iceberg to the southeastern part of the country. Cooler air is waiting in the wings just to our north. Will these areas of low pressure start to move in from the Atlantic and cool things down and also turn things unsettled? We'll have to wait and see. GFS midnight run, once more showing that high pressure building up from the south as we go through into the end of week, the weekend, looking very warm and or hot across England and Wales. High pressure over France again. Up comes those southerly winds. As the upper air temperatures again showing plus 15 Celsius iceberg is there at midnight on Sunday. Now we go into the early part of next week, and low pressure begins to divert to the north of Scotland. Heights start to lower to our south. So eventually, through the middle part of next week, a cold front begins to come southwards. That's the position of the cold front, and behind that, much cooler, even you would say perhaps colder air is waiting in the North Atlantic. Eventually, by Thursday, Wednesday to Thursday, we plunge out low down the North Sea. That will take rain with it and pull the wind into a north or northeast direction. Those upper air temperatures much cooler. Autumn descending there through next week as the heat and warmth gets shunted away to our south and east. Beyond that, we start turning much more unsettled, as well as being a lot cooler, with low pressure coming in off the Atlantic, being bouts of rain, and those upper air temperatures looking much more closer to average. So potentially we could be looking at quite an entertaining CT collapse here, maybe, as we go through October after a very hot sort of start. Then again, we did think about September at one point, and look what's happened. Right, the GFS 6Z again, showing that we've got that area of high pressure building up from the south as we go through into the weekend. That'll be drying things out and warming things up a lot. Plus 15 Celsius iceberg there through Ireland and England and Wales too. The heat carries on into the early part of next week as well. I reckon temperatures could well be getting into mid-20s Celsius back if there is plenty of sunshine. Later next week, though, this area of low pressure digs in from the north. We've got a weather front, probably cold front, coming southeast across the through the middle part of next week, and again, same idea. We start to introduce much cooler air from the north and from the northwest, as the upper air temperature still very warm across the south and the east on Wednesday, 6 a.m, but a lot cooler air waiting to the north and the west. By the time we get through to Thursday, the 12th of October, where we're looking much colder, we've actually got -5 Celsius iceberg into Scotland, so that's probably enough to bring wintry showers, would you believe, by day 10 there. Into northerly winds again, Friday the 13th of October, looking a lot colder with those upper air temperatures too. And then after that, an area of high pressure tries to build over country. Now, this is a much cooler area of high pressure, and that will bring some pretty cold nights, actually, maybe the first sort of ground frost of the season, before low pressure starts coming in from off the Atlantic, much cooler and eventually unsettled by the middle part of October. If you enjoyed the video, please give you like, subscribe. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. Drop a comment to know what you think about this and all of our videos, and don't forget to tell friends about GavsWeatherVids, get them to subscribe as well. Remember, we only need now to put on 40 subscribers, 40, that's all, to get to 17,000 subscribers. Thank you so much everybody. We are so close to 17k now. If you could give us a sub, it would be amazing. And check out our merch store as well. We've got pillows, we've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got hats, we've got stickers, we've got socks, we've got the GavsWeatherVids magic water bottle, we've got glasses, you know, all in various designs and whatnot. So please check out our merch store and quote CMD0721, get 15% off your order at checkout. By doing this, not only you get a bit of GavsWeatherVids merch, you are helping us to pay for our channel and helping me to be able to bring you all of the content that you're hopefully enjoying. You can also give a super thanks on missing all of our videos. There's a thanks button just there. You can become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids for £4.99 a month. You get exclusive access to perks and exclusive content. So you get a badge, you'll get a once a month channel member live stream, etc, and you can also become a PayPal donator for GavsWeatherVids. So you can sign into your PayPal account and then donate whatever money you'd like to GavsWeatherVids. It's all helping to pay for the channel and helping me be able to sit here and bring you all of this content. So thank you so much everybody for all of the support over all of the years. And again, links are in the description with the video, you know, to be able to get to these accounts and pages and everything else. Thanks so much. Right, GM, once again, with high pressure building up from the south at the end of the week. So up comes that very warm to hot air. Look at the upper air temperatures by midnight on Sunday. Absolutely remarkable for what is the 8th of October. Unbelievable with those upper air temperatures, to be honest. Now we go through to the beginning of the following week, and again we've got high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west. We are drawing in those very warm to hot southerly winds once more. And we actually keep them going right way into the middle of next week with GEM. Not much sign, but cooler air is digging in through the middle part of next week. Unlike the other model output, the upper air temperature not as warm, but still pretty remarkably warm for the 12th of October there by day 10. Possibly threatening some rain with this area of low pressure from the southwest maybe by day 10. And then the East WF looking like that, so it rounds it all up by bringing up that area of high pressure at the end of the week. Yet another heat dome moving up from the south. We'll look at those upper air temperatures midnight on Saturday. We have actually got a little pocket of plus 20 Celsius isotherm there, just to the south of Ireland. Look at that. That is unbelievable for October. Absolutely incredible. I can't, emphasise how remarkable these charts are for October. That's midnight Sunday, so again, low pressures away to the northwest, bringing further wet weather into the northwest. Meanwhile, further south, we bring up those very warm and or hot. So when we look at those upper air temperatures in line with all of the other Mars, getting plus 15 Celsius iceberg up to Scotland. Unbelievable. We bring a cold front through the country, sunny to Monday. So a quicker end to this hot spell of weather. Starting to turn cooler from the north and from the west by the time we get through to the end of the weekend. Upper air temperatures show the heat draining away into the continent. Then we go off into a much cooler, much more unsettled spell of weather through the middle part of next week, in line with most of the other model output. This deep low ploughing into Scandinavia, pulling in those winds from the northwest. Looking at the upper air temperatures, so much cooler by the middle of next week. That's day 10, Thursday the 12th of October. Looking so much cooler then with the upper air temperature, and cold air sitting just to the north of Scotland. This is a precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from meteo.com. Plenty of showery rain to come over the next few hours. And then into the middle part of the week, things will be turning drier in the south, still wet in the north though. And then the end of the week will bring plenty of rain into central, northern and western regions that eventually moves away though as the high pressure builds up from the south. So by the weekend, most areas away from north, west Scotland and Ireland are looking drier. Only part of next week, that's when we start to bring in something a little bit cooler from the Atlantic. You can see a few splotches of green showing up here as we come towards the end of next week. So yes, that is actually a little bit of snow appearing over the Scottish mountains. So again, all looking quite remarkable really, going from summer to winter type conditions through next week. That's how we can get to day 10, to the 12th of October, a few wintry showers across the north of Scotland then. These are the odds on the table within the ECM Ensemble today for day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office. Gets us to the 12th of October. Okay, so 22 members of the ECM ensembles with deep low pressure over into the northeast country. A ridge is in the Atlantic, so we're looking cool and unsettled there, maybe cold in the north. 12 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure ridging from the Atlantic into the continent. That's going to be a drier option. And another 10 with high pressure over and slightly to the south of the country. And then we've got 7 with a mid-Atlantic ridge heading up towards Greenland and a trough of low to our east. Again, that brings the wind in from more of a northerly direction. That's going to be drier but quite chilly. And then in 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Will get us to the 17th of October. Well, who's got a birthday on the 17th? Who could it be? No, 22. I'm so sorry, but it's 22 members. I have actually tried to forget it because I'll be 46. Goodness gracious me. Oh, getting old. And after my fall yesterday, I feel it, actually. Anyway, never mind about that. 22 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure to the north, high pressure is in the Atlantic, and winds are coming in from a northwesterly direction. It could be dry but quite cool, probably. 16 with a trough of low pressure over to the east of the country. So again, that looks quite cool and unsettled. And 13 building up some higher pressures towards Scandinavia that could get wind into the east, which won't be a particularly warm wind direction. That is likely to be quite a cool ridge. CFS Weeklies finally, these are 500 millibar high times, break it down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 2nd to the 8th of October. So, the week, or this week, I should say, that we're in, has low pressure out of the Atlantic, high pressure builds up from the south, and we draw up those very warm and or hot southerly winds into week 2. which is going to be the 9th to the 15th of October. Again, we have high pressure to our east, low pressures out in the Atlantic, and we're pulling up those winds from a southerly southeasterly direction. That should bring a lot of very warm weather with it once more. Week 3 is going to be the 16th, 22nd of October. High pressure then is over on the eastern side of Europe and in the Atlantic. I expect there's probably going to be some lower pressure through here, actually, so that could be a cooler and more unsettled week. And then finally, week 4 is going to be the 23rd to 29th of October, with high pressure just generally sitting to the south of the country, probably bring up relatively mild air from a west or southwesterly direction with that. A bit of high pressure there, so not an overly wet October, maybe near normal rainfall, which is what Terry is predicting. Check out Total Skies October forecast for more on that. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please can you like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Why not drop a comment and let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe. And we thank you so much, everyone, for doing that for us. Thank you so much. 40 subscribers will get us to 17k. So 40 subs gets us to our next 1,000. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. What will it be by the end of the winter? Could we get to 18k by the end of the winter? And how long would it take to get to 20k? I don't know, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. 17k is the next target, so thank you so much, everyone. Just 40 subs will get us there. And don't forget to check out all of the ways you can support the channel, you know, the merch and channel membership, PayPal as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Right, just coming up tomorrow, we're going to have a 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. We will have the EC 30-day extended look ahead for Europe, and also we're going to have a 10 to 14 day at 2. Please keep checking back to the channel for more. For this one though, and for today's videos, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.